Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Thursday, February 27th of 2025. And I just want to say today is my puppy's birthday. So she's 8 today. So I will be making her a cake later today. But today is my Thursday cleaning. So I'm just going to, now Thursday cleaning is going to be interesting because what I have is the laundry room, utility room, and then the main area of my basement. So like I said, today I kind of just wrote this for when I was making up my cleaning schedule. Thursday's kind of like just a catch up kind of a day. So I'm going to say yesterday, yesterday was also kind of like a catch up day. I mean, it kind of took me a little while. Tuesday kind of, couldn't do everything. Tuesday I did a lot of laundry. I said I had like 7 loads of laundry, washed, dried, put most of it away. So on Tuesday chart it was the walk-in closet. So yesterday, Wednesday, was the living room and the pantry, and then any more laundry. So I ended up just putting away all my clothes yesterday. It took me so many hours to hang up and fold and put away all my clothes that were all over the floor. So today I'm actually going to go and work on the basement. I will say the utility room, there's nothing in there to clean. My husband's got extra tools down there. My laundry room, I actually did that the other night when I was actually down in the laundry room just doing all the laundry. I got it all kind of done, but I'm going to start down there because I got some of those fancy canisters for my laundry room. So I'm going to get those set up, and then I'm going to work on the pantry today. When I was doing my little closet, my purses, belts, hats, shoes, I was throwing them in the pantry because I wanted to deal with my clothes. So now I'm just going to take those items out and go through them, like go through my purses really quick, and just clear out the pantry today. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to go down to the laundry room first and then do the pantry. So this is my laundry room. As you can see, I did clear a lot of stuff out of here. I took out, there was a small cabinet sitting here. I moved it out. It just takes up so much room. My ironing board and iron, I have this holder, and it comes with this hook. I used to have it hanging up on the back of this door, but I got the towel bar there now. So I'm going to figure out where I want my ironing board to be hung up. So I'm just trying to figure out, kind of like along this wall somewhere. Just not quite sure, how close I need it to the wall, if I want it on this wall. Just want to see where, the ironing board is going to make it hard to turn on or off the light. And then I do want to keep my steam cleaner here, and then that's the bucket of laundry soap, which I actually have. I usually keep it over in the other room by the laundry room sink, but I have it here because I had to fill up my soap. And then this is just, I want to make it look a lot nicer. So, like I said, I'm using a broken ice cream bucket and just a cheap, basic, measuring spoon. I believe this is a 1/4 cup. It was from the dollar store. Yeah, it's a 1/4 cup. That just makes the perfect size for, scooping up for measuring your laundry soap. Then I have these baskets here. So I got this one I keep for the wire, this copper wire basket. I have the dryer balls in, and I will say I've got a couple that my animals have gotten hold of, but they still work. And then I've got this pineapple shaped one, and I use it for the dryer sheets. So this is a brand new 2 boxes of dryer sheets. So what I'm going to do is grab my scissors, and I'm going to cut these in half because I find half a dryer sheet is all we really need. And this little basket here just has an extra pair of gloves, a little thing for my washer for using liquid soap, which we don't, and then my essential oils that I use with the dryer balls. And then just a few other little things. Like I said, my iron will be hanging up on here. but it's just a few other little things. Then I have this cabinet, which I do want to go through and clean. Like, there's a few odd things in these top drawers that I just need to figure out what's in there. And then in this cabinet needs to just get organized a lot better as well. But first I'm going to start with, the other day I was at Walmart, so I bought this set of these 3 bins for the laundry room. So this is this nice caddy here. This was like $15. And the laundry detergent bin with the scoop, this was also $15. And another smaller one. Now this one doesn't have a scoop. And this was $14. So about $45-ish for the 3-piece set. So I'm going to start with this one first. Take the scoop out. And for now, I'm keeping this string attached. And then I'm just going to fill this up with soap. Now this bucket is like garbage. This is going to take me a few minutes. So I'm going to fill this up with soap. And then this one I'm actually going to put in, I have OxyClean powder, and I've got to go find them because I think they might still be in the other, under the other sink. So I'll be back when I get these 2 bins full. All right, so I've got them full. So this is filled with the laundry soap. And then this one is, still got room in there. It's a little more than half full, but I was managed to fill it with, surprisingly, 3 containers of this OxyClean. So it comes that. And then I do think, I will see if they have another small one, and I'd like to put the borax in one as well. Because right now my borax just sits here, and now it's just, I think I'd like to get another one of these containers for the borax. So if I'm out later today, I will see if they've got one left. So I was debating, do I do the borax or the OxyClean? Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think having this box sit here, having this sit out, I think I'd rather have another one of these. So I'm just going to move them over on this side as soon as I can do that. But first I'm going to figure out, oh, sorry puppy, oh, come on. Just trying to move the door so I can get this around. So this, I thought it would fit on this wall, but the light switch is here, so I'm just trying to figure out if it hangs, if it's going to interfere with reaching the light switch. I think that's okay. It would just make more sense on this wall, because then I still have this space this way to be able to fit a cabinet. So I'm just going to hook this on just so I can see, where the edge of the wall is and kind of figure out where I want it to sit. Probably about there. Or maybe even here, because then there's more room for the hand if I have the light switch kind of right along here. So, okay, so I need a little higher than that. So I'm just going to go grab a Sharpie and put the little holes there for where I'd like it, and then my husband can hang it up for me tonight. And I'm just going to go and put these empty containers in the recycling bin, and then I will be back. Right, so I pulled everything out from the cupboard here. So I got the 2 shelves, the 2 drawers, and I even brought everything out from under the laundry room sink. And that's all the cleaners I have. And then this side is all the other items. So I'm going to go through this stuff. I've got lots of these funnels that I was keeping, but I'm looking at them and they are just so well used that I think I can, you know, get rid of them. I've got brand new ones. I said there's more here. I've got stacks of these. Got lots of brand new scrubbing brushes. Now I've got one stuck between my washer and dryer. So I've got the brand new scrubbing brushes. So any that I find that are used, I can get rid of and start replacing them. And then these are the cleaners. Now, I will say, I don't know why. This is an empty bottle. I don't know why it was under there. This is an empty bottle. And this bleach is empty. I'm just going to set these on the floor so I don't especially the glass bottle. And then these two, they are like so empty. I also know that the nozzles on both of these don't spray anymore. So, you know, I mean, I find a different spray bottle, put these into a different spray bottle. So I've got hand soap and a brand new hand soap. So now these ones I'm going to put in the laundry room sink only because they are these refills. I'll put the full one in that sink. Keep this one in here. This and this are like pre-stain treatments, so I'll put these back in the other one. Now this is the Build-A-Bear one. It's got a partial little sticker. I know I got it from Salvation Army, and I honestly can't remember if it was 99 cents or $1.99, but it's a stain remover made for non-washable items, and so I love this. So you just, you know, shake and shake, spray, weight, and then just kind of rub and blot and air dry. And so that's for like the non-washable stuff, and I use it for lots of different items, not just stuffed animals. But it is like still pretty full, and it says it would have been like $10. Now I don't know if that's $10 Canadian or $10 American, and I really don't know how old this is. I've had this for so long, and because you only use one little spritz, it seems to last forever. Same with my Oxy Burst. I'm almost out of that. So that's also the other thing is while I'm doing this, I'm going to write down the things that I'm low on. Like my dish soap. I'm going to take this one upstairs because I know upstairs I don't have any. Then Murphy oil. Oh, this is a new bottle of the marble and granite cleaner because I know I'm almost out of the one from upstairs. I've got some furniture polish. I've got some Lysol. I guess I don't have a lot. Then of course I got a couple of these because I bought 2 the other day. So I'm down to just 2. Those. This I don't have to use often. We had to buy this. Our dog got sprayed by a skunk. So you know, I think it was about $15, I believe, for this bottle. So I'm gonna just, you know, put that in back in under the laundry room sink. So I mean, there's not a lot of cleaners here anymore. I mean, I used to have so many cleaners over the years, and I said I'm not buying cleaners until I've run out, and then I'm only gonna buy as I need. I still have 2 things of furniture polish. And I have one more of these multi-purpose disinfectants. This one is pomegranate mango. I loved these. They had a couple different scents. I am now allergic to them. So my daughter uses this to clean her room only. And I've got this stuff, this laundry detergent plus fabric. I'm going to actually throw this one out. Last time I used it, the color, I don't know, must have got contaminated with something. The color just looks off. It used to be a nice purple color. Now it's like this weird gray color. And I think, so I don't even know how old this is. I had to buy this for, oh, I bought this for the doll's hair because I read that if you wash the dolls with some type of fabric softener, you can brush out the doll's hair for tangles. So I've had this quite a while. This was from Dollar Tree. So whenever Dollar Tree bumped up from to $1.50. So in the last like 3 or so years. But I'm gonna just throw that out. I don't use liquid detergent. And then I've got my Bissell Oxy, the Bissell Pet Spot and Stain plus the Oxy. So that is from my green machine. And then I have 2 of these hardwood floor cleaners left. My husband had bought these. And there's like no hardwood left in this house. We've covered up all the hardwood with that other vinyl laminate type stuff. But these have, you know, like how much of this you pour to water. They've got the different instructions on here. So those I'll just put back in here. And then I will go through these baskets and see what is here. I turn my dryer on. At some point, moving stuff around. So now I'm just going to go put all the cleaners back in the cupboard. So I want all my cleaners to be on the bottom shelf. And then these baskets will be on the top shelf and figuring out what items I'm keeping and getting rid of. Alright, so I ran to Walmart and I bought another one of the small containers. And then just using these black stickers from the dollar store and a little bit of this clear tape, I just kind of wrote on them what they were. So detergent, OxyClean, and borax. So this container, if you want to know the size of it, holds a full box of borax. This is 1.84 kilogram box of borax. Completely filled this up. In here I have 3 containers of OxyClean, which filled it. You know, I could probably get another container of OxyClean to top it up. And then because I had 3 containers of OxyClean, like these small ones don't come with, so I have these little scoops that are left from the OxyClean. So I'm going to put 1 in each of these ones, like that. This lid doesn't want to go down. Okay, there. Now it's down. Just my borax has lumps in it, so I've got to, you know, break up some of the bigger lumps, so it's preventing the lid from closing. But I've got those labeled now, and I threw a few things in here yesterday. I had to go to the dentist, so I never got finished doing this. So I just threw brand new rubber gloves in this drawer, a brand new one of these little soap dispensers, and then in this side, I just threw these boxes. This stuff, I'm going to move it to this side. So this is fabric whitener, and then I have 2 boxes of the fabric dye in like the red color, like scarlet red. Those can go there because they are leaking. And then what I have here is just all my extra cleaning cloths. So I thought that was a good place. Oh, and then a couple of these laundry bags. I thought they were just a good place to just put them in this side, this drawer, so the drawers have stuff in them. And then under here, I've got all the cleaners under here. And then I just put all the bins back in here. Because the bins are kind of already organized. I already knew what was in the bins. There was like nothing really to go through or get rid of. I mean, I could reorganize them a little, make each bin a little bit neater, a little bit more accessible, but that's as far as I got yesterday before I had to go to the dentist. So for my lunchroom, so last night my husband just didn't have time to hang that up, but he will do that tonight when he gets home. And then I said I would like to get some shelves built on these walls here. I would like something to put across the washer and dryer because every time we do laundry, we put things up here, things fall between the machines and behind the machines. So I just would like my husband to build some type of a shelf or something here to prevent that from happening. And then I would like some shelves here, and I would also like the shelves to have the brackets so I can hang up clean laundry that, you know, some of the stuff that has to be hung to dry, I would love to have that hanging up. Then I'd like a second shelf put on right along here. So my husband will help me figure out the shelving this weekend. So now I'm gonna go and start. I'm gonna clean up where I spilt the borax and the OxyClean, and then I'm gonna start pulling everything out of the pantry and work on that. Alright, so here's my pantry. As you can see, the shelves are fine. Everything is kind of neatly organized. I've got a few things over there that fell and I just threw them up on the shelf. But it's this stuff sitting here is, I'm going to take this all out and then sort through it. So I've got this box of books. I threw my purses in here when I was doing my closet the other day, just to get them out of my way. And like I said, I've got this laundry basket here is full of scarves and toques and things. So I'm just going to pull this stuff out that doesn't belong. And then, like I said, I've got different things to go through, and down here, these boxes along here, I was sorting as if it was stuff to donate or sell. So I can get to that box of the selling stuff, and I'm going to start listing those kitchen appliances on like Kijiji or Marketplace or something. And then there's not really a lot in here, but it'd be nice to be able to walk into my pantry and actually be able to use it. Like I said, don't have a lot of food. Actually, we find that we're actually, it's just, mostly me and my husband eating. We don't need, like, I've got all those cases of soups. I'm like, oh, I honestly, as much as I love those little things to hold tin cans on, I probably got more than I'm ever going to need. Just because of the amount of food that we do actually, what we prefer to eat. We don't use a lot of canned soup. I would use canned soup as a base for other things. And the same with the canned veggies. I'm actually going to frozen veggies, so I'm not using the canned. And then same with my beans. I mean, I got a couple of the regular beans, but the big cans of beans, I've actually gone to the bags of dried lentils and beans. They take up so much less room in my pantry, and I'd like to show you where they are, but I honestly don't see the basket with the beans and lentils, but how many bags, or how much less room the bags take up than the tin cans. So I'll be back after I get all this stuff pulled out. I moved all the stuff that was sitting here in the middle of the floor out. I also got all the bags of cat and dog food into the proper containers. Excuse me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these bins, I'm going to take them upstairs and go through them upstairs just so I can figure out kind of like what's in these bins. I would do it out here, except I have no room over in this part of the basement. So I'm just going to take these out. And like I said, like this whole box here is full of the kitchen stuff that I want to sell. So if I take them upstairs, I can get photos of them and can put them upstairs in my room. And then, as they sell, it's just a place to put them. We have two of these bullet systems. We got the Magic Bullet and the NutriBullet, and all the pieces for them are all mixed together. So I do want to make a special corner shelf, for both of them, so they can each have their own baskets, because when all the cups are all mixed together, I don't know which goes with which system. All the different blades are all in the one basket. So like I said, those just have to get separated. This box here, the bottom part of it is all my canning jars. Then I have just some odd stuff sitting on top. So like I said, I'm going to take some of this stuff upstairs to sort. These two bins here are also just more kitchen gadgets, same thing. I just want to take them upstairs. That way, if I'm selling or donating, it's just so much easier if they're upstairs, and I can kind of get them out of the house faster. And then I got a roasting pan sitting there, and I got my other roasting pan sitting down there. So I kind of want to get my roasting pans kind of over here on this shelf. So like I wanted to have like this side would be like all my kitchen gadgets, and then having sorry, just so much dust in this room. Then I want to have like all my baking stuff over here, and then the actual food items on this longer or the longer shelves. So I will be, moving all this stuff around. So that's what I'm going to start with next, is just getting these items here. And then as I'm putting things away, I will be going through stuff that I know is expired. I know we've got, like I said, I've said before, I had food that expired, and it was just faster for me just to pack up the whole pantry and bring it with me. I mean, I did go through and get rid of a lot of like stuff that I knew was expired, but I have seen there are some cans here, like some of those cans there that have, so I will just kind of go through and check the dates on everything too as I do this. And I just hear my animals are playing with something. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I will be back as I get more of this stuff gone through and put away. So this is the pantry. So I've got all the food on two sides of the pantry now. I'll be going through the food and getting that more organized tomorrow. And then over here I've got all my kitchen gadgets and things. I found my two, like the NutriBullet and the Magic Bullet. And I didn't realize till just now, but the NutriBullet is also made by Magic Bullet. But I've got them all kind of separated. So the smaller bin has the larger pieces for the NutriBullet. This one is the pieces for the smaller Magic Bullet. And then I've got all the cups that go with both of them just in that container for now. But I will separate the cups out. I just don't have any bins. There's the two things of the cat food and the dog food. All the open bags that were here, I got all dumped in there. And then these two containers, I haven't had a chance to go through, but that's all the kitchen gadget things. And as I was finding more, I was just putting more into those boxes. And these are all the kitchen gadgets that I am going to sell. So I was going to take them upstairs, but I thought, no, maybe I'm just going to leave them here, take photos of them, get them listed, get them gone. And that box there is just my canning jars. So like I said, my pantry is almost done. It's Friday night. It's almost supper time. I gotta go pick up my husband, but I will be back tomorrow and I will organize the food. Hey, so it's just 1 o'clock after Saturday afternoon. I just drove my daughter and husband both to work, so now I'm gonna be down here to do more in the basement. I don't remember if I showed where I ended off last night. I can't remember. Excuse me. But this is what I've gotten so far. So I know I have to go through the food, and I want to get new containers in the next couple of months. So I'm just trying to figure out what food we use, what food we don't use, and then figure out the best way to store all the food. And then the other thing is, like I said, I've got the two bullets, the smaller Magic Bullet and the larger NutriBullet. So I'd like to be able to put them each in their own basket with their own thing. So whichever one anybody wants to use, they just have to grab the one basket, take it upstairs, and not have to sort through all the pieces and try to match everything together. So, like I said, then I'm just going to take pictures of all of this stuff and get this stuff here all listed on Kijiji and Marketplace. So I'll be back after I get all this food kind of gone through and figured out the best way to store all this stuff. Like I said, as much as I like these, they actually, they work good in some places. Down in this pantry, the amount of canned food we have, that it's actually too large for these. And the amount of food that we actually do use, I don't think I'm going to keep them. So I'm going to get each one built. I mean, I paid about $5 each. I'm going to get them all together. Like I said, I got one more here, and it's missing one of its little bars. So I do have 12 of them. But I figure I just need one for each case of soup, and then all the other ones I can get rid of because they're not going to be used in this pantry. I might find a different system for my cans. Oh, excuse me. Although that does also work for my bottled or my like pop or water. Like my carbonated water is the same size as a can of pop. So I might keep some of these for when I open my pops up in the fridge. I'll try it and see how it works. See if it uses up more space or less space. But it's just one of those systems. They did have their time and purpose. I don't know if they're going to work anymore. But yeah. So I'll be back as I get more of this stuff gone through and straightened out. And then I told my husband next week I would start on this. So I want to get this all finished next week. So I told him I would have the pantry finished today. So I'll be back as I get this stuff. As soon as I get this finished, I'll be back. So I'm still working on the basement. So I've got all the food taken off the shelves, and it's now like on the floor. So this is where I want my food to be. So I'm just trying to figure out, you know, kind of layout of everything. So I think I'm going to put my canned foods on these shelves here. And then any of my baking items that I need access to, if I can get them on this part of the shelves where the door is, then I can access to it from the other side. And I won't have to come all the way down here all the time. And then just wherever the other stuff is gonna fit. Oh, excuse me. So some of my food I have in these other baskets, and I do like the idea of containing things in the baskets, like putting like items together. But I also had these drawer organizers that I had purchased from Dollarama. I don't remember what I paid, probably about $3 each. So I've got 4 of them. And they just never worked in the drawers, so I thought they would work in. But I'm wondering if they would help organize some of this stuff that I have here in my pantry. Like, if I take some of my little glass bottles, you know, kind of like hold up right this way, and it kind of like, still want to group things together, but I'm just wondering if it would kind of help hold, you know, some of this stuff, or contain it in smaller little sections. Like I do have one, and it's kind of down here. Oops, sorry about my fingers. This one here, there's stuff thrown on top of it, but I have it sorted out for all my sprinkles and icings and stuff, and it was working really, really good. Being able to, instead of just having everything thrown into like a simple little basket, they were kind of divided into smaller categories. So I'm going to see if these will work. Now I do have this one that did crack on me when I was trying to fit it into a drawer at the other house. So, let's see. So this one, I might be able to set it this way. It might give me a few more options of, you know, that broke. You know, I don't want to throw it out. It's still a handy little container hold, you know, holds things. Either I can fix it, or I was going to throw it out, but I needed it kind of to store things. And so, you know, I'll see how it will work, but I do like these. Now, it's just too bad that these drawer liners are longer than my shelf by quite a bit. So I'll put them this way. I'm just wondering if it would just kind of give me a few more, you know, like things like, yeah, see, they would fit up here too, so I can get some of my spices and other little containers kind of out of some of the larger baskets. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to work on getting my food put up here. And then the other thing was I had these bags of flour and sugar and rice and other, I don't know, small little packages of things, and I don't know, something wet here. I don't know what that is. Something just leaked. Something fell off this shelf and dripped. And I will clean that up. But so this is not the container I wanted for this, but this is the container I have, and so I thought it would work for now. And so it gives my 2 bags of flour, a bag of sugar, that's a bag of rice. I got a couple bags of skim milk powder, and another bag of oats, and I think that's another bag of rice. Off of the shelves and into its one little container here. Just kind of helps contain that type of item, because that stuff alone take up so much room with each bag sitting across the shelf. So I'm just going to put the food back, and then over here, so I have these bins here with the cat and dog food, And then I've got some of my baking stuff, and I was kind of organizing my baking stuff. So I've got two of these. Sorry about that, just the dust. Okay, so I got two of those lid organizers, or whatever you want to use them. I'm holding up all my baking pans on them. It just kind of really contained them really good. Then I've got my little what's that? That's the slow cooker, my little 3-in-1 slow cooker, my skillet, and then some of my other kitchen gadgets are just gonna go over here. I brought my KitchenAid pieces down here. I would love to have them upstairs in the kitchen. They just not enough room up there, so I thought I could bring them down here. Now I do want to move the KitchenAid ones closer to the, I might move them closer over here depending on how much room I need for other things. And then I've got stuff that's still in boxes. So I've got some cookie presses, special cookie cutters, cake pans, there's more cookie cutters. So just different sets of things. Just had them in their boxes. They just kind of fit perfectly up there. I've got these little guys, these little other kitchen ones. Like that's a cake pop maker. I think that's a pie maker. But I'm going to see if I can get them to stand upright or go tip to the sides. It'll take up less room. But I'm just going to, figure that out. So like that. So I'm just going to continue putting all this stuff back on the shelf, and then I will be back. So I've got all my food on the shelves of the pantry. I've wiped the shelves off. I vacuumed. So now it just looks nice and neat and organized. Now I still have to work on the kitchen gadget things, because I still have a few items here on the floor that I just don't have any bins for them, but the bins can just sit on the floor. And I realized I've missed a few food items, but that's okay. But I've got my pantry finished. It's taken me a lot longer to get this done than I expected it to do, but I've got my pantry all organized. Okay, so again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.